Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. We got 6 matchups on this NBA slate today. Super light day. We're headed towards the playoffs here. Should be the last few days, last week of NBA action before the playoffs start. A lot of important games here as teams are trying to fight into the play-in tournament and a lot of positional seeding. So should be fun. A couple games here. And yeah, before we get started, go ahead and like and subscribe, support the channel, and go ahead and check out all my links in the description, as well as becoming a YouTube member and joining the private Discord community. A lot of great insight in there, and I'd love to have you guys be a part of that team. And yeah, we're going to get right into it. 6 matchups, starting with the Indiana Pacers. First, the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Pacers, 31-36, 28-39 against the spread. The Cavs, 21-46, 24-43 against the spread. Pacers opening up as 5.5-point favorites with the over-under at 226.5. Last 10 games for the Pacers, 5-5 in their last 10. Cleveland, 1-9 in their last 10. Washington coming off the tough loss last night against the Wizards, or whenever you're seeing this video, their last game, losing 133-132 in overtime to the Wizards. Tough game there. Pacers fighting for playoff positioning and being in the playoffs and whatnot. So, yeah, this is definitely a game Pacers got to win. Cavs aren't playing for anything in this one. Going to back the Pacers with a lot on the line at -5.5. And going to go with the under 226.5. Next matchup with the Washington Wizards. First, the Atlanta Hawks. The Wizards, 32-36, 38-29-1 against the spread. The Hawks, 37-31, 37-30-1 against the spread. Hawks opening up as 5.5-point favorites with the over-under at 234.5. Last 10 games for the Wizards, 7-3 in their last 10. The Hawks, 5-5 in their last 10. Washington, playing great basketball to end the season, 13-3 in their last 16, 15-4-1 against the spread in their last 20. So they've been a covering machine here. The Hawks, 13-7 against the spread in their last 20. So they've been covering really good too. 7-0 against the spread at home here. Tough to lay 5.5 points on this Wizards team that's playing just as good as basketball as anyone in the league right now. Going to take the Wizards plus 5.5 here. Washington needs this game more than Atlanta does, as Washington's fighting for some playoffs. They're fighting to get into the playoffs, I believe, here, or in the play-in tournament. And back in the Wizards plus 5.5 seems like the easiest bet of the night. Going to take the Wizards. Going to go with the over 234.5. Next matchup, we have the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Memphis Grizzlies. The Pelicans, 30-37. 32-35 against the spread. The Grizzlies 34-33, 40-26-1 against the spread. Memphis opening up as 9.5-point favorites with the over-under at 223.5. Last 10 games for the Pelicans, 5-5 in their last 10. Memphis 5-5 in their last 10 as well. Pelicans, their season's pretty much over. Brandon Ingram's out, Zion's out, Steven Adams questionable. Memphis needs this game more than Pelicans. Their season's over. I'm a back Grizzlies minus 9.5 with Pelicans missing pretty much a lot of their weapons. Give me the Grizzlies. Give me the under 223.5. Next matchup, we have the Milwaukee Bucks versus the San Antonio Spurs. The Bucks 43-24, 31-36 against the spread. The Spurs 32-35, 36-30-1 against the spread. Bucks opening up as 7.5-point favorites with the over-under at 234. Last 10 games for the Bucks, 8-2 in their last 10. Spurs 4-6 in their last 10 here. The Bucks on a 5-game winning streak, 6-2 in their last 8 against the Spurs. They are 0-5 against the spread against the Spurs in their last 5. Pretty interesting stat right there. Spurs, 1-6 in their last 7, 1-6 at home right now. Gonna back the Bucks minus 7.5 against the Spurs team. We are getting to the end of the season where they might be resting players. Be sure to check if Giannis is going to play and maybe Middleton and Holiday. I don't see anything as of now, but that could always change in the split of a second. So as long as all their stars are playing, I'll back the Bucks -7.5 here. Go with the over 234. Next matchup, we have the Houston Rockets versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Houston 16-52, 24-44 against the spread. The Blazers 39-29. 35-33 against the spread. Blazers opening up as 14.5-point favorites with the over-under at 236.5. Last 10 games for Houston, 1-9 in their last 10. Portland 7-3 in their last 10. Houston, 2-18 on the road on a 5-game losing streak. 1-4 in their last 5 against Portland here. Portland 7-1 in their last 8. 4-1 in their last 5 against Houston. We all know Houston's a better team here. Or not Houston, Portland. Portland, I believe they're in the play-in tournament. I don't know if they're going to can move up any higher in their current seed, but I don't think they want to take a loss here to the Rockets. Huge number, but I think Portland comes out and makes a statement in this game before the playoff starts. Going to take Portland minus the 14.5 points. You can go either way here. Do you want to sweat it out with Houston trying to cover, or do you want Portland to get off to hopefully cover and maybe win by 20 plus? I'd much rather go the Portland route, and we're going to go with the over 236.5. Last matchup on the board, we have the Utah Jazz versus the Golden State Warriors. The Jazz 50-18, 39-28-1 against the spread. The Warriors 35-33, 33-35 against the spread. Jazz opening up as 2.5-point favorites with the over-under at 229.5. Last 10 games for Utah, 7-3 in their last 10. The Warriors 6-4 in their last 10. Jazz, on a 5-game winning streak right now, 5-1 in their last 6 against the Warriors. The Warriors 4-1 against the spread in their last 5. They're 4-1 in their last 5. We know Utah Jazz is unbelievable. Great season they're having. I don't know why. I just like the Warriors plus the points here. Heading towards the playoffs. Curry's been unstoppable. Unbelievable games he's been putting up. I'm going to back the Warriors plus the points here. Should be an interesting one. I like them to head into the playoffs and in the play-in tournament with some momentum. I think Warriors could definitely cover this and win this one outright. Probably be my underdog play of the day would be the Warriors. We'll see if that actually works, though. But yeah, I like the Warriors. I like the over 229.5. That's going to be the picks for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good one.